Hola everyone, and welcome to a new video for this week. My name is Bastin Alexander, and I'm on my mission to help as many career women as possible to deal with stressors, with unrealistic expectation, unhealthy pressure, so they can grow a successful career without burning out. In my last video, we dove deep into like a stress mindset. How stressors are inevitable, and it doesn't matter to have how much stressors you have, but the key is to deal with these stressors in the right way. By changing your perspective, how it changes everything. And remember, a mindset is a set of beliefs and thoughts that you hold towards something. And where last week we dove into the stress mindset, this week I want to dive into the growth mindset. And the growth mindset is a concept developed by Carol Dweck. And Carol Dweck states that in a growth mindset, people believe that their most basic abilities can be developed through dedication and hard work. Brains and talent are just the starting point. This view creates a lot of learning and resilience that is essential for great accomplishment. The growth mindset is the opposite of a fixed mindset, where in a fixed mindset you feel like you're judged all the time. In a growth mindset, it means it's a starting point. On a scale, this is where you are, and what do you need to do in order to get to where you want to be. So through hard work and dedication, you can get to that point where you really want to be. So let me get the table here of like what is the difference between a fixed mindset and a growth mindset. So like I said, in a fixed mindset, all your talents and capabilities are carved in stone. There's a little room for improvement, but not a lot. While with the growth mindset, you always have the ability to grow and to learn. And the fixed mindset, it's more your criticism or your self-feedback is more like a judge. You're judging yourself being good or not good. While in a growth mindset, you're way more a coach. Like how do you get to the point where you want to be? Not judging yourself, but look like things that go well and keep doing. Look at your weak spots and how to develop those weak spots in order to get where you want to be. In a fixed mindset, looking smart is the goal. And for the growth mindset, growth is the goal. In a fixed mindset, risk and effort might reveal inadequacies. So people with a fixed mindset tend to try to avoid situations where there's risk and effort because it might reveal inadequacies. And in a growth mindset, you only fail when you start to blame or if you have excuses. And you fail because then you stop learning. You're not learning from the situation. In a fixed mindset, your self-feedback can be, I cannot do it. But with a growth mindset, you would say, I cannot do it yet. What do I need to do so I'll be able to do it? In a fixed mindset, negative feedback is a rejection. While in a growth mindset, negative feedback is a learning opportunity. Fixed mindset, failure is an identity. You are a failure. While with the growth mindset, failure is an action, a setback. And then if you start to learn and to grow from it, it's not even a failure, it's just a setback where you look back at that was then, and now you're proud of what you have developed. I want to state real clearly that it's not you're either a person with a growth or a fixed mindset. Because what happens, we have both in us. Everybody has both in them. It's more that like per situation, you might look at that situation with a fixed or a growth mindset. And my objective here right now is to raise that number of situations to a growth mindset. That you always look at it with a growth mindset, or ask yourself if you feel bad about it, or if you catch yourself blaming or having excuses, like how would somebody with a growth mindset approach this situation? So then, like when to use a growth mindset. There are different situations where you can use a growth mindset. And the first one is if you're dealing with stressors. like again, we're not a victim of the stressors. It's not why me, but it is try me. How can I learn or grow from this situation? How can I get better at dealing with this stressor so it's not impacting my life as much as it is right now? Or how can I learn? How can I take this criticism that's affecting my life, my daily life, because I feel bad about it? How can I use that to make sure, like in my next presentation or whatever, I'll do a better job? Growth mindset towards stressors. The other one is perfectionism. As you can see, like with a fixed mindset, it's all about being perfect, being smart, doing the perfect presentation. And what happens is, like, a lot of people start procrastinating until something is perfect. And sometimes they will never reach that point that it is perfect. Well, with the growth mindset, it's all about doing, starting it, and learning and growing along the way. If you had like a task and you did it perfectly, it only means that you didn't challenge yourself enough. So you start to look at perfectionism like from a way different angle. Instead of like perfectionism is the goal, you try to avoid it because you didn't challenge yourself enough. There's no room for growth. There's no room for learning. So don't strive for perfectionism, but always strive for learning and growing. The other one is self-doubt. As you can see, like looking smart and challenges can only reveal inadequacies from a fixed mindset. It means that you're not challenging yourself. You're not taking risks. So then you always have that doubt about yourself, that if you would be in that situation, would you be able to handle it? Would you be able to cope with that situation? With a growth mindset, you're always looking for that opportunity to grow and to develop. So then you challenge yourself more, and then you start to build confidence that you can deal and cope with that situation. So it is actually the remedy of self-doubt. Challenge yourself more, embracing feedback or criticism because you want to grow and you want to learn. And the other one is related to that, is a fear of failure. But like, if you see it right, like failure only exists if you give up, so you stop trying, if you have excuses, or if you blame someone else. And the reason why someone with a growth mindset would think that way is because you don't learn in any of these situations. If you give up, you don't learn and you're not growing. If you have excuses, it means like you couldn't do anything about it or blame someone else. So you're not looking at like, how can I become a better person based on this situation? In the growth mindset is also room in the blueprint. If you haven't downloaded it yet, then go to the website right now and download it. Because if you start to follow these 3 easy to follow but powerful steps, it will change your life. It will change your situation. You would like dealing with stressors or with like certain fear of criticism, fear of failure. If you start to looking at like with a different mindset or from a different perspective, it will change your life on so many levels. So please go there to that website, download the blueprint, and also make sure to share this video to help me share this message and to let me know what you think and give feedback for me. Like, what do you want to hear? What do you want me to talk about? And where would you like to have more information on? I hope you're going to do that right now. And then I'll be back next week with a fresh video. Adios. Saludos.